very windy today and very cold. We're going to pass some houses now, some really nice old buildings and houses that we saw on the way down in the bus, on the bus even. But I'm not going to be stopping at every single house, obviously. I'm just going to pass them. So they begin here on the right hand side and then go all the way up to the Minster, which we're going to go to as well, and get something to eat somewhere. I've been recommended a few places, by the way, so I'm going to say them here for anyone who wants to come. There's the Saracen's, here we go again, Saracen's Head, which is an old pub opposite the Minster. So we might be going there. That one has got like traditional pub grub, pub meals. Then we've got one called the Theatre Deli, which apparently is new. And it's nice setting there, and that's like for lunch and stuff like that. And then we've got another one which is apparently more for dining. That's what they told me at the final whistle anyway. They recommended me. There's the other one is called Sage, like the herb. So yeah, they recommended me that. And like I said earlier, go and visit the final whistle. So yeah, it was at the final whistle, the pub's name, where they recommended me to go to these places to eat. So have a look for yourselves when you come. And be aware that the workhouse, the union workhouse where we're going to go, the old infirmary, isn't always open. And it's got issues with its tiles on the roof. And that's why it's been closed for a while. It's National Trust, and we will go sometime in the future. So we'll still go there, just not being able to go today. Right. Two great guys we met today at the pub. Really nice people at the final whistle. And a shout out to both of you. Thank you for your help today and your consideration for us. Right, let's carry on. So that looks to me like it could have been possibly some old school there. I'm not sure, but like I said, I'll write stuff over the top. So we're going to carry on going into the town itself, and we're going to go to the Minster. I think we'll probably go and eat something first. The Minster actually closes at 6:30, which is quite surprising really. That's quite late. Nice little alleyway down there in between the houses, we like that. So yeah, we're going to walk around here. It's very cold. Hello. Very cold. Woof. Freezing. Still people walking around like us anyway. Nice little cottages everywhere. There's another one over there. That's a nice building as well. East Thorpe. Lots of cottages along that side as well. This one here, that's beautiful. Can you see how picturesque and how romantic it is? I find these places like enchanted places. Here we've got something to do with some farm conversion. Look at that, guys. That's beautiful. Really is how they've done that in there, isn't it? Look at that. Beautiful. This is all called East Thorpe. Look at that old, it's like an old entrance there. Can you see that? I like it around here, it's nice. I'm not trying to take any private properties, but it is pretty, some of the architecture around here. Really is. A lot of them I think have been converted now into houses and flats. Some of them are accountants. This one's an accountant here. That looks like an old building. And that's, I guess, another building further down. Private road, so I can't go down there. But it is nice. It's beautiful. East Thorpe Lodge. There we go with the East Thorpe. So this area must have been called East Thorpe. Well, not was called, is called East Thorpe News. That's a little cafe here. That's a little cafe, as you can see. That's cool as well. Wonder what this building was. Looks like an old building. Very picturesque around here, I like it. What does it say there then? The Bramley apple tree was grown from a pick by a young lady, Mary Ann Brazelford, between 1809 and 1815. It was thought it came from an apple grown on a tree at the bottom of her garden. One seeding produced very fine apples in 1837 when the new occupier was Mr. Matthew Bramley. A local gardener, Henry Merriweather, later obtained permission to take cuttings from the tree, and it was duly registered as the Bramley seedling. There we go. So that is cool, isn't it? Something you learn every day. That's why I like it when some houses have plaques on them. And without a surprise, that's called the Bramley Tree Cottage. We've got loads of beautiful houses here in Southwell. To be honest with you, when I've come down here in the past, I've never come here with my mum and dad. We just went to the Minster. With school, we went to the Minster. I never saw all these pretty houses down here. That's nice as well. Shumack House. Again, right underneath if we find out what it used to be. There's another cottage or something next to it there. Number 62. It's beautiful. These are the converted ones down the back. But they're still pretty. Even converted, it's really nice what they've done to it. So I know about Lasani, because I've been told about it. That is an Indian restaurant, brasserie, that's right here. In an old... It says down here, Applewood no, I can't even say it. Again, we're struggling again with the words. To do with my autism at times, I start mumbling up words. I do apologise, but this is pretty down here. Regency. The Applewood Regency. This is nice here. Just going to have a little wander. House for sale. I won't mind living here. That's beautiful. It's got a very typical village look to it, hasn't it? Look at that. That is epic. Beautiful little cottages here. And I can see the building something behind. I can see the Minster in the background. Can you see that, guys? Just behind there. But yeah, pretty down here. I like it. Very pretty. I think that's it. That's a dead end here. But it was worth having a look because it's really nice. And again, we'll find out what that building was up there. They all look like, to me, like old mills, but they're not mills. There would have been something else. Sorry again about the wind. There's the Indian restaurant. My wife's had a good idea coming to the other side to see the buildings from this side. Look at that. Splendid architecture, isn't it? Really majestic. Like it. Is that another public footpath down here? Yeah. That is a public footpath. Not sure where that goes. Got a little culvert under here. I'm assuming the culvert comes out on the other side. Let's have a look. Is that also to do then with the river then? The River Greet? Could be. Look at that down there. The building actually is in the water itself. And you can see how there used to be some windows up there. More beautiful cottages. It's really picturesque, this is. It's got its charm, Southwell, really has, and I can see that house they're building over there behind there. But it is beautiful little houses everywhere. It says something about, there's an advert here for Samson, a masterpiece of dramatic creatorio. That is classical music. I know they have classical music at the Minster. I'm aware of that. Well, I wanted to bring you to a romantic place that looked nice. What do you think of it so far?
What?
What do you think of it so far?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Perfect. This bit of land here on the left hand side, that's the old rectory, which is no longer a rectory because it's been done up now. But it was here. The Bishop's Palace is just behind there, which we'll go and see. Higgins Med. Supposing that means meadow. It's been done up really nicely here. Countryside right there. But yeah, we've got the Bishop's Palace at the back of the Minster. Wow, look at that. Some beautiful houses here, really are. So yeah, we've just come across someone that was quite rude. You don't have to be so impertinent, you know. You could just say, sorry, I don't want to be in the video, that's fine. We'll cut her out, but she didn't say that. She was quite rude about it. Look at that. I'm not going to zoom in because that is probably someone's residency. But it is amazing. It is amazing. So just up here is the Minster, which we're going to see afterwards. We're going to go get something to eat first. Maybe at Sage, or maybe at the deli place. It says here Vicar's Court. So is that actually a Vicar's Court then? Yeah, it could have been back in the day, Vicar's Court. It says right there. So down here to the left, here's the Minster. Look at that. Oh my days, look at that. Absolutely stunning. And I wanted to come here to show you because obviously we got married in a church 3 years ago today. But I wanted to bring my wife to another church which is spectacular. Look at that. Right, and here, what does it say here then? What's that then here? We're going to come back down here afterwards, but it says Vicar's Court and Residence. In 1379, a college was built for the Vicar's choral around a quadrangle where earlier there had been a large Roman villa. Right, so there used to be a villa here, a Roman villa. The Vicar's choral, or choral, were men who deputised for canons at services in the Minster. Around 1690, the medieval collegiate dining hall was replaced by a house for the canon in residence. And it carries on a little bit more. But that is very interesting. So we're basically, wow, the residence here. So we're basically on top of a Roman villa. On top of a Roman villa. Imagine that. Wow. Beautiful. And at the back of there is the Bishop's Palace. So we're going to come back and see the Minster after we get something to eat. We're going to see it from the other side. It's going to be epic. Come and join us. So we will come back. Yeah, babe, on a photo.
What was there?
1 minute. We'll come back here afterwards, after we've had something to eat. See what I mean? That looks beautiful. Really does. Beautiful. So we're going in the Minster after we've had something to eat. So the Prebendal houses of Southwell The Southwell Minster was founded as a collegiate church and was served by canons, that's what we read over there, whose income came from revenues of local parishes called Prebends. The canons form the minister's governing body called the chapter. And there's a little bit more. And here, of course, it says Cranfield House, which is this house here. North Muxham Prebend. Solicitors now. That don't surprise me. Look at that. That is something amazing, that church. It really is. The old Crown Hotel, whether it's a hotel or not now I don't know, but it was. But the Saracen's Head is definitely a hotel. It's accommodation up there. I can see someone in the top window. Beautiful. Really is, old Tudor building. But that's got a lot of history just by itself. Well, it is nice here, isn't it? Oh yeah, so there is accommodation here. I can see it. Saracen's Head. That's quite nice actually, the accommodation here, isn't it? That is pretty. An old barn. And it goes all the way up here. It goes quite far up. Look. I didn't realise it goes so far up. There's a place there where you can just sit there. Yeah, that's cool, that is. Just spotted a head up there. I'm not sure what kind of food you can eat in here. Oh, more history there. So we've come to eat in here, opposite the Crown Hotel. Look at these clocks everywhere. And these things. There's me. I think this is where people have their breakfast as well, isn't it? Look at these clocks, man. These clocks are pretty, aren't they? There's another one down there. Really, really nice here. Now I know why it's quite pricey here. Because it is an old hotel with a lot of history. A lot of pictures around there. You can hear the clocks. Strangely enough, it reminds me a little bit of my Swiss family hotels. Bizarrely, but true. Because my mum's family were in the Swiss hotel businesses. And I've seen a lot of lounges like this in the past. Really nice. We'll have to come and stay here one day so we could see the hotel as well. Been told I can come and have a look around here, so I wanted just to show you. Inside here, the Saracen's Head. Look at that. That is beautiful, isn't it? The chandeliers. And then we've got some This is some guy here. Can you see? It's really nice here. Bit of a reflection. Wow. What's that? Oh, it's a guy lying on the floor. There's me. More chandeliers. This old function room, really rusty. I really like these columns here. They're really nice. But yeah, I've been allowed to come in and have a look around and take some photos and videos. Brilliant. Really happy you let me in. But like I said earlier, it's got that charm about it. And you pay for what you get. But it does remind me of my Swiss family. It really does. Their hotels I had back in the day. And I might be wrong, but it feels a bit eerie here. I wonder if it's haunted in here, because it has got that vibe. A little bit like Bestwood Lodge in Nottingham. Is it nice? I've not even tried it yet.
I like the cups, they're in and all. They're pretty.
Is that a proper latte?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
That's lovely.
Look at that. Big. I seem to remember having something like that in the past here, you know. I know why my mum and dad came here. They would have liked it in here.
Yeah, but look at how fat.
Happy anniversary, babe.
Look how fat the chicks are.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
By the way, guys, before I forget, it was built around the 1500s, late 1500s, this place. And of course, this is where the stables were, right here. There's a reflection on here, so you won't be able to see, so I'll read it to you. It says, during repair work in 1979, oak-fronted beams were discovered, which had been covered with plaster for hundreds of years. In 1985, restoration work revealed Elizabethan wall paintings in the Bramley room and the King Charles suite, executed in 1590. So there's a bit of a reflection going on, so you can't really see that. But we'll try and see more online, see what it says about that. The Bramley room. I'm going back to eat, and then we'll see you when we go towards the Minster. I've noticed each pillar here has a decorative motif. So each one has got a different one.